Congrats. We got cups for you and everything. Big time operation up here for you guys. Congrats.
I got water in these cups for a guppy.
Do you need more, Coach?
Them, not me. If I cramp up, it doesn't matter. These dudes, like 2 ounces of water. That's right. Let's do this. Don't worry about it. We're good. All right, thank you.
We're joined right now by head coach Frank Martin and student athletes Sindarius Thornwell, Dwayne Notice, and Chris Silva. We'll ask Coach Martin to opening things up with an opening statement, and then we'll take questions for the student athletes at first. Coach.
I want to credit the teams in our league and the SEC for preparing us for the kind of games that you have to play at this time of year. Those coaches, those players that we fought against every single day, got these guys prepared, to hardened, to understand how hard and how disciplined you have to play to have a chance to win at this time of year. So very proud of our guys, obvious reasons. And a lot of credit to Baylor. I mean, we defended real well today. We've been real good defensively all year. We were on point defensively today.
We'll take questions now for the student athletes only at this time. We'll start in the front on the right side. Please give your name and media outlet. Adam.
Yeah, Adam Zagoria. For Sindarius, Chris, all you guys, I think this is the first Elite Eight ever for South Carolina. Can you just kind of put into perspective what that means for the school and the program?
Sindarius first, then Dwayne, then Chris.
It just means a lot, man. It just means a lot for the fans. Like we always keep saying, for everybody that's been supporting us for so long, for supporting the program for so long, been following the program that haven't seen this much success. It just means a lot for them and for us. And the feeling is great.
And we'll have Dwayne take that one also.
Yeah, pretty much what Sin said. It's a great thing, a great win for the program. It's a good feeling when we continue to make history. And I think once we got a taste of it, we kind of got addicted and want to continue doing it. So we're going to do anything in our power to make sure we do that.
And Chris, same question to you.
Both seniors said, that's a great feeling to be here and to keep winning. We're not done yet. We don't want to be just here. We hungry. We want to keep winning.
We're going to stay on the right side in the second row with Mark.
Mark Herman from Newsday. Chris, can you just describe in a few words your journey and how you got from where you were 5 years ago to where you are now and what that has been like for you?
It's been incredible, going from where I came from, Gabon, to Rosa Cat League now here. That's a lot of places, a lot of people that I met during the process, and I'm just enjoying the process.
Let's go to the left side of the aisle, Matt.
Check. Matt Norlander, CBS Sports. Sindarius, a lot of people that are watching the game tonight and will see you on Sunday say, who is this team? Because South Carolina is almost never in the second weekend, has never been in Elite Eight. So what did you show tonight? And for people that wonder what South Carolina is all about, can you kind of inform the nation?
Just how hard we play. We try to give everything we got every game, and the way we play the game the right way. And we've been doing it all season. It's just now, y'all gave us the stage to do it, and we're just showcasing what we've been doing all season.
Let's stay on the left side of the aisle, Dave.
David Cloninger with the State. Sin and Chris, just what was the defense early on Motley? Was there a little bit of everything in that defensive alignment? Were you guys switching in and out on him?
Sindarius first, and then Chris, please.
No, it was just, whoever's on him, don't let him go middle, and on the dribble, just, the help shot come from the baseline. And that was really it. And stay aggressive and make his catches hard. Don't let him. We knew he liked to score in the paint and let his catches be extended outside. That way, you got to take more than one dribble to score. You can't just turn and just shoot over top of you. So we tried our best to make it hard for him.
And Chris, that same question to you.
Like Sin said, everything he said, and we want to box him out, and he's long and athletic. We didn't want him to get on the board, so we wanted to box him out.
We're going to go over to the right side in the front row.
Gene Sapicott from the Charleston Post and Courier. Sin and Dwayne, can you just talk about the size versus speed strategy that you guys seem to employ, and when did you first hear about that, and how much did you believe in it?
Sindarius first, then Dwayne.
I don't get the question. Their size? Oh, you talking about their size? We knew they was big. We knew they was long. We just tried our best to attack them and just to play hard. We knew that it wasn't with them. It wasn't the first shot. It was the second shot with them. And we know when the shot went up, we all had to find a body and put our body on somebody to make so we could get the rebound. We had to limit their second chances.
And Dwayne as well on Baylor's side.
We knew they were a very long and big team, and for us, we just wanted to make sure we took care of the basketball. In a team like that, they're traditionally long. It's hard to kind of get the ball inside the paint during the zone, but when we play inside out and when the shots present themselves, we're able to kind of capitalize, and we wanted to make sure we got them off the glass.
We're on the right side by the column. Dana?
O'Neill with ESPN. So Darius, did you get a sense, it was 15-15, and then it kind of was over pretty quickly. Did you get a sense that they were getting frustrated, you're kind of getting in their heads defensively at all?
I felt like we was in their head the whole game, but they're a great team, and we knew that they was going to go on a run. It was just a matter of where we're going to sustain their run and keep it going. And when they went on that run, and the TV timeout happened, and that's when we settled down. I think I hit a three, and Dwayne hit a three, and that's when the lead got extended, and that's when we knew that we had took that run, and we just had to finish the game then.
We're going to stay on that right side with George.
Let's go, Dwayne. How important was it to get off to a good start in the second half? I mean, you guys had dominated the latter part of the first half. Just talk about the start of the second half and how important that was to you.
Basketball is a game of two halves, so we knew that, for us it's 0-0 when we come out at halftime. And what was essential for us to make sure that we kind of won the first 4 minutes. That's kind of our motto every time we come out. We want to make sure we win the first 4 minutes before the first media timeout. We knew that we were playing well defensively at the same time. Baylor's a great team, so they're going to come out with everything they had. And we wanted to make sure whatever punches they throw, we're able to handle it and kind of give it back. So that was pretty much our motto.
And this will be the final question for the student athletes here in the main interview room, all the way in the back.
Tom Merriam from AP Radio for the players. Talk about the defensive effort for all 40 minutes for the game. It seems like you never let up.
Yeah, we pride ourselves on our defense. We know that's our bread and butter, and we know we have a good defense, and we go out and guard. We know it's a 40-minute game, and we know teams are going to make run, but we can't take our foot off the pedal. We got to keep the pressure on and keep guarding.
Like Sin said, defense is our staple, and we can't control if the shot goes in. We can't control the referee making call, but what we can control is our hustle, our heart, and our effort, and control how hard and intense we play on defense. So throughout the year, like Sin said, we pride ourselves on our defensive schemes, and we want to implement them every chance we get.
And Chris, a final thought on that?
Everything, our defense start with Dwayne on the ball, pressuring the ball, and that give us time in the back to get back online and be aggressive. So we believe our defense works. So we did a good job as being aggressive.
We'd like to congratulate and thank Darius, Dwayne, and Chris, and we'd like to thank you guys for joining us. They're going to head back to the South Carolina dressing room at this time. They'll be available for about 15 more minutes for your questions.
All right, guys.
And now we'll take the first question for Coach Martin. Let's go to the right, Max. First row.
Max Bonstetter, Sports Illustrated for Kids. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Your team clearly won the defensive battle tonight. When you coach and teach your team defense, what's more important, technique or attitude?
First of all, a lot of respect to you. That's a heck of a question. I've been doing this a long time, and that's the first time anyone's ever asked me that. That's a heck of a question. Attitude comes first. We got to have guys that are going to believe in our mission. They're going to believe in what we want to do. Once they believe, then we can teach them the technique. It all starts with our mindset, and we've got guys that are completely bought into what we do.
We're going to go to the left side in the front, Josh.
Josh Newman, Asbury Park Press. That was obviously a pro-Carolina crowd. There were a lot of fans that came out tonight. I'm curious, where does that atmosphere rank in terms of some of the home crowds that you've seen this season?
You guys are just starting to watch our fans. You don't understand how good our fans are. Everyone thinks that our fans only come out to watch the Gamecocks play football. Our fans are crazy. Our fans love their school. I'm just telling you, we're good, because we've created a home court environment at home. Our guys love playing for our fans. Our fans love cheering for our guys. It's we were 13th. I've said this a couple times this week. I don't mean to be repetitive. I think everyone thinks that we've been playing in an empty gym and all of a sudden our fans showed up. We're 13th in the country in attendance. You go see a volleyball game in South Carolina, it's sold out. You'll see a soccer game, it's sold out. Women's basketball, sold out. It's just great. Our fans absolutely love our school, and they have unbelievable passion for our school. Our fans and our players, and I said this 5 years ago, are fully invested into each other right now. Our fans are taking this ride with us, and eventually we're either going to party together or we're going to cry together. It's one or the other. There's not another alternative there. But that's the way it needs to be. I want fans to cry when I cry. I want them to be mad when I go home mad. That's the only way you know that you got something going on.
On the left side of the aisle, Len.
Frank, Len Robbins, New York Post. We talked about this a little when you came up here and played Seton Hall, about who you are and what you put into teams, the toughness. In all your years of coaching, is this the closest your teams have come defensively, what you might consider perfection? And do you consider your style beautiful?
When you mean my style, because this is not about me. When you mean my style, I'll answer your second question first. Well, my style would mean how our team plays. It's beautiful to us, which is what matters. You know, I'm sure there's people who don't like it. That's their prerogative. They play, you know, if they're a coach, they can coach however they want. If they're a fan, they can root for a team that plays the style they like. For us, we love it. This is what gives us our edge. After the first, Len, I don't know, somewhere in late November, when we played Michigan, I can't remember. That's what I'm trying to figure out when it was. I left that game. I said, this team has a chance to be the best defensive team I've coached. That was my thought process when I got home and broke that film down. My concern have been our big guys. Because they're so young. Not that they can't do it, they're just so young. But Coates are, like tonight, Coates are probably, I don't even know, I don't think he scored. He took on Motley. That was his matchup. I think he did a heck of a job of not letting Motley get going in the game. But it's the best defensive team I've coached in college basketball as a head coach, no doubt.
Left section, right in the middle. This will probably be our last question for Coach.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. Mike Vivolo, Sports Talk 1240. Have you heard from anyone this week? Any words of advice from any guys who've reached out? Maybe Spurrier or anybody like that?
Here's the great thing about Coach. Yes, he has called. Here's the great thing about Coach Spurrier. He's done this, so he understands that the last thing he needs to do is be getting in people's heads about basketball. But now if you sit down with him in the offseason, Coach will coach some basketball now. He loves ball. We all, at South Carolina, we have an unbelievable deal. I mean, I talk at South Carolina, whether it's Coach Tanner, who's now my boss, but he understands sports and athletes and moments, Don Staley, Steve Spurrier. Just think about the resources I have to kind of lean on, to how to manage certain things, not so much X and O, but manage certain things at this time of the year. I'm fortunate. You see, this is the thing about me. I'm not smart enough to figure things out, so I need to listen. I've been in this moment before as a coach. 7? He said, I told you I'm not very smart. I can't even subtract, and I'm a math teacher. 7 years ago, I mismanaged the practice between the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 game. I'm not making that mistake this time. I learn. I'm not making that mistake. That's not going to guarantee that we're going to win on Sunday, but because I've been in this moment before, luckily it's not 2 in.the.morning and it's not a double overtime game, but I'm going to manage that. But I've got great resources: Hugs, Andy Kennedy. I'm the luckiest human being in the face of the earth because of the people that I have access to that help me every single day.
We'd like to thank Coach Martin for joining us here in the main interview room. He's going to head back to the locker room, and we'll see you tomorrow right back here, Coach.
Thank you, guys.